Hi friends, welcome back to the Story Highway. Today I'm going to tell you a meaningful story called The Lost Wallet. It's about a young man who faced a simple choice, but that choice showed the real power of honesty. So listen carefully, imagine the scenes in your mind, and enjoy the story. It was a bright Saturday morning in New York City. The streets were full of energy. Yellow taxis rushing past, people walking with coffee in their hands, children laughing in the park. In the middle of this busy scene was a young man named Tom, dressed in a clean shirt and carrying his office bag. Tom was on his way to work. He had many things on his mind: an important meeting, some unfinished tasks, and even what he might eat for lunch. As he walked quickly down the sidewalk, suddenly his eyes noticed something unusual. On the ground, near the corner of the street, lay a brown leather wallet. It looked new, but a little dusty, as if someone had dropped it while rushing. Tom bent down and picked it up and looked around. People were walking in all directions, but nobody seemed to notice. For a moment, Tom thought, should I just leave it here? Or should I see what's inside? Curiosity won. He slowly opened the wallet. Inside, there were several crisp dollar bills, 2 shiny credit cards, and most importantly, an ID card. The name on it read, David Johnson. Under the name was an address, just 3 blocks away. Tom's heart whispered, the owner must be worried right now. Imagine if I lost my wallet. How would I feel? I should return it. So instead of putting the wallet in his pocket and walking away, Tom turned around and began to search for the address. The walk felt different now. Tom was not just going to work. He was on a small mission. He crossed the busy road, passed by a bakery, where the smell of fresh bread made him smile, and walked past tall buildings until he reached a quieter neighborhood. Finally, he stood in front of a small red brick house with a white fence. Tom checked the ID again. Yes, this was the right place. With a deep breath, he knocked on the door. Knock, knock. After a short pause, the door opened. A man in his late 30s, looking slightly worried, appeared. It was David Johnson. Tom held up the wallet and said politely, "Excuse me, sir. Did you lose this?" David's eyes widened. His hands trembled as he quickly grabbed the wallet. He opened it, checked inside, and then let out a huge sigh of relief. "Oh my God!" David exclaimed. "Yes, this is mine. I thought I would never see it again. Thank you. Thank you so much. I was so worried. All my cards, my ID, my cash, everything was in here." David looked at Tom with gratitude filling his eyes. He reached inside the wallet, pulled out a few bills, and said, "Please take this money as a reward. You really saved me today." But Tom smiled warmly and shook his head. "No need for that," he said. "I believe in honesty. I just did what anyone should do." David was silent for a moment. Then he stretched out his hand and said firmly, "The world needs more people like you. Thank you, Tom. You've reminded me that kindness and honesty still exist." Tom shook his hand, smiled again, and walked away. As he continued towards his office, he felt lighter. He didn't earn money that morning, but he earned something far greater: respect, trust, and peace of mind. So, friends, that was the story of Tom and the lost wallet. A simple act of honesty may seem small, but it has a powerful effect. Tom proved that doing the right thing doesn't need rewards. It brings respect and inner happiness. Remember, honesty is like a light. Even in a world full of rush and noise, it shines brightly and inspires others. If you enjoyed this story, please like, share, and subscribe to The Story Highway for more inspiring English stories. See you next time.